What's going on, guys? We've got a very special knife to talk about today. This was loaned in from Chris over at the Thai Addiction channel, and I'll put a link to his channel down below. Wow. I'm not even sure what to say about this, but I wanted to leave it in its package so that you can get the full experience. So it does come in this sleeve that I left off. And it's like a, I don't know, balsa wood type of box. And this is a Rockstead, of course, and it's the SHU-CB-ZDP Koi. I know that just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? Now their box, now I have said before, I've done a couple of other Rockstead videos, and I guess I'll make a playlist because I think I have already 2 or 3 videos up. So I'll make a playlist and link that down below or at the end. So you can go check out those other ones. Now, I've always said I wasn't super excited about Rockstead. I think the idea of Rockstead is very cool in my mind. But some of the other ones that I've seen, I've been like, okay. And I've gotten some grief from some other YouTubers. You know, somebody loaned me one. I sent it back. They did a video saying, well, Dirk didn't like it, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's all personal opinion, guys. So anyway, this one I really like. And if you saw my unboxing video, you have kind of an idea. Now in the box, you actually have the paperwork up in a little, I don't know, little pocket thing on the top, which I think is very cool. You got a little, you know, foamy thing there, whatnot. Now, I understand now today why some YouTube reviewers and video guys put on the gloves. Because this thing is quite beautiful. It's a titanium scales with DLC coating. And it's just beautiful. And as I take it out of the package, it will get fingerprinted up. So I wanted to show you guys in its pristine condition here. Okay? So I'm going to try to take it out ever so gently to show you the backside in a very similar motif. Made in Japan, another Koi. It does have room for a removable pocket clip here, which I'm not going to put on or take off or anything. It came off, so I'm going to leave it off. I do not want to damage this knife at all because it's not mine. Now, this is something that I'd be kind of interested in, I think, because of the koi fish motif and engraving on there. As you guys know, or you may not know, I have a big koi on my left forearm that wraps around and all of that. So, yeah, the koi fish, water, the Asian styling and whatnot is right up my alley. So this is a button lock, and it's going to be all fingerprinted up now, and it has a distinctive sound. You can hear the detent break, and then a very nice quiet lockup. So see, just from that opening, there is some smudging here. That's just what happens, guys. So I'm going to try to keep it clean, and I'm going to give you all these kind of close-ups right now as we look at it, okay? So there is going to be quite a bit of reflection. So this is the blade steel is ZDP 189, and it's a Rockwell hardness of 67. And they test every blade by that little detent right there, a little drill hole, whatever, is where they test the Rockwell hardness, which I think is amazing. Each one of these are serialized and numbered. You get free lifetime sharpening. But of course, you have to ship it to Japan because these are made in Japan, warranted in Japan, serviced in Japan, all that good stuff. It's just amazing. Now, there is no perceivable secondary bevel on these, but it is incredibly sharp. Like, incredibly sharp. These come And even in the paperwork, it tells you, hey, these come really sharp, dummy. Treat it as a sharp knife. I mean, they leave out the word dummy and they word it a little bit more professionally, but so you can see it's very ergonomic. The finger choil makes it super comfortable. Little bit of jimping up on top that your thumb, even when you choke up, your thumb kind of hits and gives you some grip. Just a beautiful, beautiful knife that fits really well in my hand. Okay. It does not drop shut at all. It's on phosphor bronze washers. And it sucks itself in. That detent is just so nice. Now, the opening is a slow roll. All of the Rocksteads are kind of intended that way. Typically, they do not do pocket clips in Rockstead knives. In Japan, it's just not a thing. A few of their models do have them. Most do not. This one, they give you the option, which is cool. So let's go through some of the specs. Closed is 4 3/8. Overall is 7 5/8. The blade is 3.27 with a 2.97 cutting edge. Blade steel we already talked about. Blade thickness is 0.124 with an overall thickness of 0.484. Weighs in at 3.6 ounces without the clip and 3.7 ounces with the clip. Now, something to note about their blade. This mirror polished blade, the bevel, and the blasted flats, they get that by hand grinding, hand sanding, hand buffing the bevel. And they start with 400 grit, then 600, then 800, then 1200, then 2000 grit, and then a final buffing. So at any point in that, if let's say the 1200 grit guy messes it up, it's got to go back to the 800 guy to fix it. And then the 1200 guy gets to do it again. So I don't know if they do it, you know, a different guy for each grit or if it's the same guy. But if you mess it up at one of the higher grits, you have to then drop down back to the 600 grit, back to the 400 grit, and start again. They kind of classify these as high-end production / semi-custom. I classify it as freaking beautiful. Now, these are limited numbers. I don't know how many. I don't think they really say how many. But there is one at least available at DLT Trading right now today. And it's $1,520. Now, you're paying for some, you know, all that hand craftsmanship, right? And I want to show you guys the paperwork that it comes with. So it comes with the specs, your specific number, some more specs and whatnot, and signed by the guy who actually checked it with their information. And there is also a care and maintenance, you know, thing over here too. Hey, it's extremely sharp. Treat it that way, basically. Keep out of the reach of children. And it talks about how to not abuse it, you know, warranty and all that good stuff. So I think that's cool. It's a cool package. I like the little wooden box. I like the knife itself. And I'm super grateful that Chris sent it in to check out. So let's do a couple of quick size comparisons for you, shall we? Just so you can get an idea. Now, this is a smaller knife than I normally handle. Here it is with the Sharpie. The Spyderco Delica. So it's a bit bigger than the Delica, which is great. The D-cell battery, which weighs more than the knife for sure. How about a AAA Olight flashlight, i3T. This in this instance is the Timascus version. Or if you don't like the Timascus, we could go donut. Same knife, donut motif. Woohoo! And then we go to the Hellraiser, custom Black Death series Hellraiser. Just to kind of give you an idea on size. So yes, this is small. I would have to put the pocket clip on probably, because for me that would aid in the opening, because when I go to open it, I'll be honest, my fingers over here don't really have anything to hold on to other than the scale. And I actually need to readjust my hand position now to fully open it. I don't think I can really get it without repositioning my hand. Well, yeah, but it's awkward there. So for me, opening it is a little bit awkward, but this would be a knife, I think, for me, that would just be a display knife. And I'm really trying, that's why I'm not rushing out to buy one, because I'm really trying to control my spending this year in 2022 and buy things that I really want, not just this shiny object that came across my desk. Although it's pretty badass, don't you think? Let me know your thoughts down below. If you own a Rockstead, let me know how you like it, which one you have, some stuff about it. And just let me know your thoughts on this particular. I love it. Chris, thank you so much for loading this one in. Have a great day, guys. Go check out my Rockstead playlist, and we'll see you tomorrow.